guys, this is Erin with 5 Parks Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me for the Run the Year Yoga Challenge. This class is a gentle stretch class, and it's going to be pretty short. This is the perfect class for you if you've taken a really intense long run or walk and you're tired and you just want to give your body a little love. So it's the Love Your Body class. So let's start seated and take a big shoulder roll away from your ears. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable in this position and take a couple deep breaths. So starting with a cleansing breath, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. A couple breaths in and out through your nose. Try to lengthen your inhales and your exhales and just settle into your space, your breath, this moment. Can you begin to gradually increase your inhales and your exhales, smooth your breath, and settle into your space, your body, this moment, letting everything else go, just being right here, present on your mat. Continue with the breath pattern that you've just established and extend your right arm to the right and your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then option to take your left hand to the top of your head, gently guide your ear toward your shoulder. Release and switch sides. So extend your left arm to the left. Oh my gosh, sorry you guys, I just got attacked by a bee. Your left arm to the left, your right ear toward your right shoulder, and then option to take your hand to your head and gently guide your ear a little bit closer to your shoulder, optional. Release. Now take both hands, tense your fingers right behind your hips, a little bit wider than your hips, and start to lift your chest. Maybe lift your gaze. Breathe in and expand your chest. And release. Now take your hands out in front of you, and you're just going to walk your hands forward. It's okay if you don't come very deep. Walk your hands back. And assuming your legs are crossed, one in front of the other, one on top of the other, can you switch the cross now? So my right leg was in front, I'm switching my left leg to the front, and then we're gonna do the same thing. So great stretch, gentle stretch for your hips. It's fine if you don't go deep. If you're right here and this feels like a good stretch, that's perfect, right? So you can just walk your hands forward until you're like comfortable but feeling a stretch. Walk your hands back up. right, and we'll come from this position into butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together. Take your hands around your ankles, sit up tall. Maybe just stay here, or if you'd like to, you can hinge forward. Release. And since we're on our way in this direction, now let's just take our legs to straddle. So we'll get an inner thigh stretch. So it's fine if your straddle looks like this. Doesn't matter how wide you go, just as long as you feel the stretch in your inner thighs, and then you can keep your spine upright. So if you spread your legs a little bit further and start to like round, then just decrease the spread of your legs. So inner thigh stretch, have your knees and your toes point up. And once again, you can take your hands, tent your fingertips back behind you, or you can walk your hands forward. So same thing we did in our other postures. Take the option that works best for you. And release. And take a side bend. So bring your left foot to your right inner thigh. Then take a little twist towards your knee, and then take your right hand to your left knee and reach your right arm up and over. So I want you to feel a stretch in your side. Even if your hand is, really just straight up, just lean a little bit. Or if your side is feeling open, you can reach towards your toes. And release. Switch sides, so extend your left leg out to an angle, take your right foot to your left inner thigh. A little twist, so you're gonna face your right knee first, left hand to right knee. Lift your right arm up. Okay, so you can start here and just lean a little bit. If you feel open in your side, you're welcome to reach toward your toes. Getting a nice low back and hamstring stretch as well. But really focusing on the side bend here. So it's just gonna be your side opener. Release. Okay, I'm giving you this as an option. You can take it or leave it. We're gonna take one down dog. I personally, it's my favorite full body stretch. If you think down dog is really uncomfortable and you don't like it, you can just come onto your hands and knees and maybe play around here with stretching one leg back at a time. Otherwise, nice full body stretch if you want it down dog. And I'm gonna encourage you just to move around in your down dog today, pedaling your legs, shaking your head. I did a backpacking trip this fall with a very heavy pack and very long distances, and all I wanted to do when I was done every day was down dog. That's why I'm giving it to you as an option. But if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. This is a gentle class. Okay, you can even take your heels off to one side, off to the other. Come down onto your shins. And take a little stretch for the fronts of your shins and your ankles. So sit your hips back on your heels, tent your hands again behind you, and then just lift your knees up off the floor, even if it's just a little bit. If you want to come a little bit deeper, continue to lift. Keep your chest lifted though. Release, and then come to seated with your legs extended out in front of you. Seated forward fold. So hinging from your hips, you can walk your hands down your legs or down your mat towards your toes. Fine if you don't come very far. Can you try to avoid doing this? And instead, hinge from your hips with a straight spine. Doesn't have to look like my posture, just keep the integrity in your spine. And also it's fine if your knees are really bent. Release from your fold, and then come into child's pose. So bring your knees wide, toes to touch, hips to heels. Walk your hands forward, and then rest your forehead down on your mat. We're going to move from child's pose into embryo pose, which is even gentler and more relaxing, in my opinion. So now bring your knees together and bring your arms alongside your body with the tops of your hands flat to the floor. And then round a little bit more. Place more of your head on your mat. So you kind of come into a little ball. It's very restorative posture. I'm going to offer you one shoulder stretch from this position. So extend your right arm out in front of you, and then just slide your left arm underneath your right and come onto your left. I'm kind of on my temple, not my ear. Gentle shoulder stretch. You can even have your hand a little relaxed. And switch sides. Left arm long, slide your right arm under, come onto your left temple, looking to your right temple, looking to your left. And again, your right hand can kind of be relaxed. You don't have to be super active in this posture or this class. And release. Just one time, stretch your arms forward and walk your hands back. Come onto your back. Bring your feet to mat distance apart. And bring your arms to a goalpost position. And again, in this class, you can just kind of keep your fingers relaxed, your hands heavy, And then start to rock your legs back and forth. But keep your gaze at the ceiling. So nice neutral spine. Next time your knees come to the right, pause, look to the left. Bring your knees to center to the left. Look to the right. Bring your knees to the center and draw your knees toward your chest. Hold on to your knees with your hands, but nice loose grip. So what we're gonna do is take some circles with our legs. So this is a little massage for your hips. So you're gonna circle your legs out, around, and back. You can use your hands for assistance, out, around, and back. A very gentle hip stretch that is good for your hip mobility. Just think that you're giving yourself a little hip massage, because you are. Now reverse directions. And then one more little gentle squeeze. And we're ready for Shavasana. So if you chose gentle yoga today, take this Shavasana and really settle into it. Such a treat, such a gift for your body and your mind and your spirit. So get comfortable first. Let your feet just flop open. Let your arms rest alongside your body. It can be nice and spread out if you want, although a little hot on my concrete here. And then relax your fingers and give them a little wiggle if you want. Take a big breath in. You're gonna pause at the top and then let it go when you're ready. And just start breathing to your natural rhythm. Again, I invite you to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you have time for. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me for this gentle stretch class. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart, from my heart to yours. Namaste.